Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Factorio, and this is our Open TTD map. And, yeah, I think we did like 2 streams, like 2 episodes or something of this, and it got us this far. I'm really happy with it. There's a couple things I wanted to discuss about this map, and about me in general, before I continue any further. I personally don't like to release stuff on YouTube until like an entire season is complete. That's kind of how I operate. What that really means is this is a season that I started that had really strong ambitions to finish, then didn't finish, and I immediately picked up something else and plowed through. This is season 5 of Factorio for me. I believe I've just finished season 7. So there's a bit of gap and a bit of a delay in between this and then. What I want to accomplish with this is really 2 things. One, a level set of the kind of person I am and what's going on. I discuss this in other YouTube videos as well, but my Factorio stuff seems to be fairly high regarded, and by that I mean for me, like 10 viewers is, hey, I'm happy. I'm super happy with that. 10 viewers, awesome. I don't care if it's 1 or a million, like whatever. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to have a good time. If people want to join me, awesome. If not, awesome. So yeah, the first thing is, the person I am is, I wanted to kind of talk about this map and what like my plans were. I think my plans are, I'm gonna call this like complete season 5, because this is the 5th season of the gameplays I've been working on for Factorio. The second thing is, I want to walk away with like lessons learned from what we've discovered in the first 2 episodes. What that really turns into is there's a lot of stuff I really liked. We have a parking area I really like. Everything is networked. So if you check a look on the right, take a look on the right, you can see all the stuff is all there, networked up and stuff. We have signals going everywhere, yeah, except this. But for every bit that we don't have like straight up signals, we have very simply empty train cargo things. This was a really good exercise in fundamentals, I feel. This was a lot of fun with some bots. This was my attempt, if you're not familiar, this is my attempt to do Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe, or just TTD, as we old folks call it, in Factorio. It was nice because there's little resource piles, and all these things are immutable. You can't touch any of the smelters or the belts or anything. All you're responsible for doing is transporting from A to B. So this was a lot of fun. We came up with some different intersections and stuff. I like this probably the most. This was a very straight way to come through with just, I need the trains to go north and south, sometimes to the west, but never to the east. Yeah, we came up with that. We came up with this little cross guy, which was super compact. I don't think I really like this for more busy networks, but to get it from A to B, I think it worked out pretty well. Let's see, we got this guy again. I thought there was like another kind of intersection we generated. Oh, yeah, this is just a slightly wider version of this. Still very functional. I liked the wideness of it. It made it feel a little bit more real, I guess. Not every turn is going to be a 90-degree turn for reasons, right? Yeah, so when it really comes down to it, do I feel the season had value? I think it did. I think it did. There's a lot of fundamental stuff that I was really happy to revisit, because every time I play on a multiplayer server lately, it's been, even the Megacycle Entertainment ones, is some folks want some level of biters, they can play with some level of combat, which is fine. But the problem is I find more and more of my time is defending or acquiring resources or whatever, and it gets a little bit of a PETA, a little bit of a pain in the ass. The other thing that we actually worked on was this resource battery. And this is something that I was talking about before, and I showcased before, and our bot speed is terrible. But the idea behind this was it was supposed to be a generic repository as like a middleman, middle storage or whatever. Every single station is going to have a certain kind of material it's looking for. And then the drop-off station is just that, it's a drop-off station. Very simple. I'll showcase this. I'll show you a little bit more what I mean in my, is it live stream, I think? I'll show you a little bit more what I mean here about how the mega battery was like, this is my original world. This is season 1. This is my original first world, and you can tell because there's solar panels everywhere. There's idiots everywhere. There's everything everywhere. But this came with the giga smelting, or I didn't know it was a good word for it, but maybe this is still mega smelting or whatever. So we've got drop-offs for all the ores and such. Those ores and such get on belts. Those belts carry this over to a storage holding area. Storage holding area then puts it on the belt to be smelted, and then there's another finished goods area, and then we've got trains for every single type of material that can be smelted. So iron plate, copper plate, steel plate. I didn't bring stone over here, so I take that back. Stone is not a thing over here, but the mega battery that I was just talking about is this. This is the mega battery I had in this world, which was stone, coal, uranium, maybe? No, not uranium, but stone, coal, and wood. And what it really came down to is I wanted to harvest these things and have these materials ready. What I didn't want to do is have to go get it when I needed it, right? How much is in here? 30 million coal, 12 million stone, over 250,000 wood. There's a lot of materials here. Benefit is I could just go and grab and grab and grab and grab and grab. I bring the raw materials here. That gets bodied onto some belts. Those belts ferry this over to the battery, and that's what I've been calling this. It's a battery. Oh, is there crude I built on top of? 22%. Whatever. So anyway, this is what I wanted to capture again. That we have all these places bringing resources, and I wanted to centralize that into one space. Same thing here. If I ever need iron plates, I'm not going to like 2 or 3 smeltery locations. Or if I need like raw materials, I'm dropping it all off in one spot. I'm retrieving it all from one spot. I'm processing it all in one spot. That was pretty cool. Building this design actually freed up my main base to just do production. Yeah, this is when I first got into, well, again, this is my first map. So this was a lot of fun with bots and everything and all kinds of crap. So anyway, super duper long story short, that was my idea behind that. So was it Train Tuts Live, I think was the name of it? Yeah. That was the deal with this. So, I don't know. I keep saying so, like I've got like tons more to say. Let's wrap up. So I'm calling this the end of Season 5. This is again my Transport Tycoon Deluxe rebuild in Factorio. I'm happy with it. Maybe someone will come across the first 2 episodes and be like, hey, I learned a lot about trains I didn't know about. Cool. Awesome. Thumbs up. That's what it's for. Wasn't my intention to waste anyone's time, but more was my intention to make sure that everyone had a good grasp of trains. Trains are awesome. They're nothing to be scared about. Over here and all these other places, what I want to do is I want to redo this map. I'm just going to do the... Actually, can I just go into editor? Would that be faster? Maybe that's faster. There's a lot of places that I would like to tweak up, like the smelting arrays. Is this a small smelting array, or what kind of an array is this? This is a small smelting node. That I'd like to trim down. Some of these raw materials I'd like to trim down. Open TTD and like Transport Tycoon Deluxe in its own right is a game about transporting materials. And when you get to goods and production and manufacture and stuff, when you take raw oil to turn it into goods that you then take to a town, you need multiple oil derricks. You're not just tapping one derrick. And the problem is I had big mining facilities here, which worked really nice and were cute, but it was too much production. It was too much production. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to break this down, and it's going to be many, 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 many small things as opposed to a couple of big things. Right here, even, this circuit production produces a boatload of circuits. It's fun, it's cool, but it's a little much. Oh my gosh, if you heard that, that's Jax. I'm sorry. He is a cat. Let's see, what else? Something else like I really... Hidden Leaf Village? Maybe. There was a few other places that I'd really like to tweak. Like this. This is a lot of mining, even if it doesn't seem that way. But I want to cut that down. There's some places I just want to cut down. There's also some more, like, mega smelting. Oh, the science stuff. I think the science stuff. This is all our science research. This is where you drop off the baubles, and the whole thing is to launch the rocket. We have a rocket somewhere. And this was doing science, way too fast. Way too fast. Cut that down to a third or something is kind of the idea. I want to find one of the Big smelters. Yeah, here's a big green green circuit guy. Way too much. It's nice, but it's still way too much. I want to find, yeah, large smelting node. I had mega smelting nodes somewhere, and it was just, again, it's just too much. So a little bit of rework's going to go a long way. Once I do that, I'm going to put this map right back on megacycleentertainment.com in the download section. You can get it there. And if this kind of piques your interest, a very simple, straightforward way to play the game. All of the resources to do whatever building you like. Let me see if I can find our start location again. It's down here. Everything's down here for you to get. All the bots, all the inserters, all the belts, all the boxes, all the equipment, all the everything is right here. So if you want to play like an editor-ish kind of a game where there's literally no biters, no real... I guess I was going to say... any big reason to push super hard. You can take this really leisurely and just learn trains. So, anyhow, let's get out of editor and let's sign off here. Thank you all for joining me. I apologize that this season's a little short, but I wanted to do like a true up episode and be like, this is why this got to episode 3 or whatever, and I'm calling it done. I got map reworks I want to do. I got other stuff on my plate. If you want to see like another full playthrough of this, let me know. I'd be happy to do like a full playthrough, but I got some tweaking to do. So thanks again for joining me. My name is JohnMegacycle, and I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.